Hey, what's up, everybody? So we're out here. It is December 17th, and I'm going to be reviewing the chapter that came out December the 8th, so about 9 days ago. And it's the latest chapter, 1168 of One Piece. The title is The Snows of Elbaf. This one is a little bit different, 15 pages long, and it's a very nice chapter. The cover pages cover request of the family of sheep knitting Hachan six gloves, and it's by PN Mrs. Fuji. And we'll go right into it. So we have the short summary and the long summary. So starting with the short summary here, Elbaf's reputation improves around the world as giants join the Marines. Ida passes away on a snowy day. Loki was locked up for burning Brewer's village and mourns Ida silently. Since Shanks went missing while completing a mission right before being promoted to a Knight of God, Harald is chosen instead. Harald meets Emu, who grants him immortality and makes him a Knight of God. Emu orders Harald to form an army of giant warriors for the Navy, which Harald refuses. Emu says, as part of the Depth's covenant, Harald will receive immortality and power, but must obey every order. Harald, realizing he is losing control, asks the guards to chain him to a pillar and call Loki and Ja Rule to Auro's castle. And that's where we get the beginning of when Loki walked in on him. So we go to the long summary. Now, this is going to break it down in great detail for us. So that same year, public opinion surrounding the Giants became to improve significantly since they joined the Marines, to the point that people could not wait to acquire and enjoy their goods. On Elbaf, Harald announced to his people that once they join with the world government, he wishes to build ships that would allow them to sail freely to other nations so they can learn more about all of their culture and help Elbaf grow even more, which earns him much praise and support. Later, he speaks with Saul at the Walrus School and commends him for his school as he loves seeing the kids be so free and innocent. Saul does ask Harald if he is afraid of giving up the warriors' culture of his people, but Harald says he no longer believes their military might is the country's only strength, a fact he attributes to Ida, who he is deeply grateful for. During the winter, Harald spoke with Ida, who told him she was amazed by how much both he and the country had changed since he arrived. Ida did admit she liked the warrior's pride of the giants and thought Harald should appreciate that culture more instead of just erasing it completely. But Harald points out that it was the old way of doing things that kept them from marrying, which Ida was still touched by, but she stated he is everyone's king, and she is proud of that. Most of all, she was excited to do what she and Harald used to do once Elbaf is connected to the rest of the world, which is to travel around the world freely. Sadly, Ida finally succumbed to her illness and passed away, leaving Harald, Hajrudin, and Loki, who was locked away for burning down Brewer's village, mourned for her. And 14 years ago, Harald went to marry Joaz, where he learned that Shanks had left the Knights of God just as he was about to become one after completing his current mission. But because of that, Harald will receive that honor as his backup, which Harald graciously accepted if it meant joining Elbaf with the world government. The five elders took Harald to the empty throne room, as they call him the one who will change Elbaf's history forever. But he informs them that once they join, he plans on stepping down as king and have someone younger and purer succeed him. But Emu appears and says they will decide his fate for him. While Harald is shocked that someone sits on the empty throne, Harald's Shallow Covenant is upgraded to a Depths Covenant by Emu, making him a true Knight of God. In addition, not only has Harald become even stronger, he has become immortal. Emu ordered Harald to return to Elbaf and create the Abyss on Elbaf, and when he does, his wish will be granted and Elbaf will join the world government. Harald does as instructed, but that day, Harald was ordered to turn all of Elbaf into a country of warriors, the exact opposite of what Harald was working for. Harald tried to clarify he would gladly let his people join the Marines if they wanted to, but he does not want to force his entire country into something they may not want. On top of that, Harald was content with only letting himself be enslaved, so he does not want innocents to get involved. Emu, however, told Harald that the sins of the giants cannot be atoned by him alone, and he starts moving against his own will, with Emu revealing that the Depths Covenant forces the wearer to be unable to disobey their orders. Harald then realized that Emu only wanted Elbaf to join as their military might, not to become their equals. Harald calls to his guards, orders them to chain him to a pillar, and call Jarl and his sons. The guards tell Harald that Hasrudin is out at sea right now and Loki is locked up, but Harald just demands they release him immediately. Loki is freed, and Jarl heads for Arus Castle, setting up the stage for the fateful massacre and death of Harald. Very, very, man, very crazy, powerful chapter. But I will go ahead and make some. There's some chapter notes that I'd like to just point across here. We got like 6 of them here. So Elbaf's reputation has drastically improved across the world. That's one. 2, Ida is revealed to have passed away. Loki was imprisoned for destroying Brewer's village. The next year, Shanks went missing while completing a mission prior to becoming a Knight of God. Harald meets Emu in the empty throne room, who grants him the Depths Covenant and makes Harald a Knight of God. And Emu orders Harald to form a fleet of warriors from Elbaf's population, which Harald refuses. Emu says the Depths Covenant grants immortality and power at the cost of total obedience, so Harald cannot refuse. Harald, realizing he is losing control and that the plan was always to enslave the warriors of Elbaf, asks the guards to chain him to a pillar and call his sons. So, heartbreaking chapter, man. I can't wait to see what the next one's gonna be. We got 1169 coming up. But yeah, just absolutely heartbreaking. It's a great like story builder. It's a 10 out of 10 chapter. It's just so sad for the soul. But it's a great one though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and everything. I'm still a real estate agent. I'm not with Keller Williams, I'm with Real. So if you want to look me up, Brandon Cordovis, I'm with Real. So, and I'm in Port St. Lucie and Stuart. I'm in Florida. So if you're looking in anywhere in that area, in Florida or outside, just let me know. I'd be happy to help you. Yeah. So I hope you guys have a great day and, look forward to talking to you guys when the next chapter comes out. Have a good one.